So, ladies and gentlemen, Leticia Wright has made a film, Sound of Hope: The Story of Possum Trot, which Angel Studios sort of, nabbed for or worked on it and then distributed it with the Daily Wire. And now Leticia Wright has come out and been like, "It was not my decision. I didn't try and partner with Daily Wire." It's like, really, are we doing this? So it's kind of like Hollywood versus the Daily Wire. So what is this? Let's take a look. So Leticia Wright is distancing herself from the Daily Wire after the right-wing media company partnered with Angel Studios to distribute her new faith-based film, The Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot. Wright, who is best known for starring in Marvel's Black Panther films and who served as an executive producer on The Sound of Hope, said in a statement posted to social media over the weekend that she had no say in working with the company co-founded by Ben Shapiro. And she said the following: "To be clear, after we completed the production of this film, Angel Studios were brought on board to handle its distribution, and they later partnered with the Daily Wire. That was not my decision, and I was not given an update or made aware of this decision. I am in no way aligned or affiliated with the Daily Wire. I am thankful for all who want to positively champion this film and campaign to serve children. However, I do not condone using this beautiful film for divisive political purposes. That is not why I joined the project." And so just as a quick background, so on July 4th, Sound of Hope was released, and it tells the story of the East Texas town of Possum Trot and Bishop W.C. Martin and Donna Martin, who led an effort with families from their church to adopt 77 children stuck in the foster system, which is that's a great thing to tell a story on. Wright stressed that it was this message that drew her to the project. She said the following: "We've created a beautiful film that gives a voice to vulnerable children with the hope that families across the country and world, no matter their faith, race, or diversity, will join together to help children, to be moved to make a difference in any way they can, which is why it's a shame to see small pockets of discourse online take a divisive political turn. This story isn't about politics, it's about children. It's about sacrificial love for children who have experienced unthinkable horrors, and how communities at a grassroots level, like the community of Possum Trot, can help provide the safe, loving homes they so desperately need. And any conversation that detracts from that is unnecessary and harmful. The potential for this film to positively change lives is far too important." Now, there was a statement from Angel Studios, and they said, "This powerful film takes a stand for vulnerable kids, and we're pursuing partners who are passionate about this fight. Angel Studios is grateful for both Leticia and Daily Wire's partnership on getting this story out into the world, and we encourage everyone concerned about the foster care and adoption crisis to get involved and see Sound of Hope." And there's also a statement from Jeremy Boring that just says, "Leticia and I probably don't share the same politics, but I believe we share a Christian faith, and more importantly, the same goal of shining a light on, all of this stuff. Let's fight for kids, blah, blah, blah." But fundamentally, great statements by everyone involved here.
I'm more surprised Entertainment Weekly's covering it.
Yeah, but great statements by everyone involved. But the main thing here is Leticia Wright is playing into divisive political rhetoric by virtue of even needing to make the statement and try to distance herself from Daily Wire as it stands anyway, right? You've got to sit there and be like, whoa, I'm not partnered with Daily Wire. You are playing into political pandering. You are, by virtue of even having to say that. So all of this messaging, great. Spreading, a story about helping children in need and things like this, great, love it, perfect. We need more films like that. Great. The Sound of Hope, did a lot of good. Was it Sound of Freedom? Sorry, did a lot of good last year. Even had people up in Congress, I think it was, being interviewed for making statements to Congress and stuff. Really, really good. This is also really, really good. What's not good about it is people having to come out and be like, "Oh, well, I'm not affiliated with the Daily Wire." Like, who fucking cares if you're affiliated with the Daily Wire? Who gives a shit? So to say all of that and then be like, this shouldn't be used for political pandering or political divisive comments. It's like, who's doing that? Who's doing it?
Yeah, I've not seen Black Panther. Very deliberately didn't watch it. I've got no intention of ever watching it. Never heard of Leticia James, I don't think.
So she's pretty based, actually. She refused to get the vaccine.
Oh yeah, based. But the question I would ask is, Why? What's wrong with the Daily Wire, Letitia? What's wrong with Ben Shapiro and Jeremy Boring? What do you mean?
Well, and I
Please
don't
be
see
more
it here.
explicit. What's your problem? Oh, you're talking about Zionism. You're talking about Jewishness. Is that what it is? Is that what
Well,
it is? It's the is the Gaza-Israel war. Is that what this is?
if
Come
I
on, you
may,
have the balls to say it then, Letitia, if that's what this is.
there is other write-ups of this out there, and I swear I read in another one of the write-ups where they expanded upon her comments, or she had said something else about it. And what I gathered, I'm paraphrasing here from what I read, but she had pointed out that she didn't agree with Daily Wire going all the way to the right just as much as the other side goes to the other way with the you know, she didn't think it was a good idea to just have a right-wing film production company, which a lot of us kind of agreed with. Like, we've talked about it in other podcasts, and I think we brought it up maybe here once or twice, but like I've said it, like I don't think Daily Wire should be trying to make right-wing entertainment. They should just be trying to make entertainment.
Have they
It
made
doesn't.
any right-wing entertainment?
Yes.
Remind me, what was
Yes.
that?
Yeah, they
Lady
have.
Ballers.
Oh yeah, far right. Yeah, it's basically fascist.
Yes.
Mussolini.
Yeah. Well,
And
the
the
point is,
documentary, What is a Woman?
what is a woman and stuff like that.
Oh,
So, like
it's
on certain
far
levels, well, the point is they're pushing it the other direction when a lot of people just want entertainment to be entertainment again. And my whole point I was getting to is that it basically boils down to, if you want to show up the competition who are doing the ultra left woke shit, you don't go all the way to the right. You just do what they used to do better. Right? Like, and that's where I called them out for the Snow White thing. I was like, that's stupid. Don't do that. If you want to do it as a skit, fine. You want to do some right-wing skits, fine. But a movie like Lady Ballers, that just gives them ammunition. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
And I think that's what she was getting at, but like these statements here feel like they were more drilled towards Entertainment Weekly's wanting to put this out there. That, and again, I don't agree with her putting it out this way either. I think it was a really bad way of wording
she
it.
posted this whole statement is posted on her Instagram.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll go find that. But yeah.
Culture, do you have any thoughts on this? Because I am 99% sure why this has happened. But Culture, I want to hear your take first.
They needed her to push back. She's doing it to save her career so she can maintain her position with Marvel. Disney reached out to her and said, this can't happen. You need to figure out a way to, back away from this. We can't have you aligned with, those crazy Christians that show up at our theme parks and, buy our stuff. So you're going to have to shut up and figure out a way out of this. And this was her way out.
I agree. I am in 100% agreement with this. Just consider things. The only reason why she is not cancelled from Hollywood already is because Disney needs her, because she's too integrated into the MCU. Just consider, you already mentioned, this woman is based. This is why I said you hold that thought, because that has everything to do with this. Like, I don't know this. This is just reading of the situation. That this is the only thing it possibly can be. She is a pure blood. She never got the injection. She is one of those that resisted, and she got so much pushback in Hollywood from that. And she's a Christian. She even rejected a role in The Woman King because she was against it rewriting history, which it did completely, and she was opposed to that. So she had no part in it. I mean, the part that Lashana Lynch has in that movie, that was meant for her, and she declined it. Because of this, she has a target on her back in Hollywood because she's a black woman, so she is expected to be walking in lockstep with the Hollywood narrative, and she doesn't. She's more like Gina Carano, where personal politics is concerned. Hollywood can't have that. And if they hadn't already lost Black Panther himself and needed her because of it, they probably would have ditched her. But because the actual Black Panther is no longer there, they needed her. She got another lease of life, but I do believe that the moment it got announced that Daily Wire now has this movie, then probably Disney gave her agent a call, and her agent may very well have gotten a freak out on her own, basically saying that, okay, we have 3 movie offers right now, and they are going to go away unless you distance yourself from Daily Wire in this second right now. And I think that is why this happened, because if she hadn't, we would never see her in a Marvel movie again, and whatever other movie offers she would have would disappear overnight, because she would make herself persona non grata. Her one saving grace here is the fact that Daily Wire came in later, which is what gives her the opportunity to distance herself from it and save her future career that way, or she would be over. History Bro, you were saying.
I was just going to say one thing I would say. Didn't want to necessarily disagree with what Tom was saying, but I mean, maybe it's sort of the calibration I have in my mind, because I actually spend a lot of my days sort of talking about the nature. And I think maybe the Overton window, particularly in America, is shifted even further than it is in Europe or in Britain. Whereas I don't consider the Daily Wire to be right-wing at all. They're containment. They're containment. They're fake right. They contain the real right. There's nothing right about the Daily Wire, about Ben Shapiro, like actually right-wing. Well, I mean, like Evola or Mussolini.
No, in reality, it's like the same thing as the French parties. They're centrist.
Sure,
but from Hollywood's point of view,
they're absolute centrists. They're the most milquetoast centrists in the world. I feel like, but that's just like the Overton window as I perceive it. So, for example, in America, people think that if you're a Christian and if you're conservative, you're right wing. Well, not at all. There's nothing right wing necessarily about being a conservative or voting Republican or anything. The Republican Party is nothing particularly right wing about Trump or the Republican Party or the old rhinos in the Republican Party. There's nothing right wing about that. But maybe I'm just quibbling about the terms here. But she, whoever she is, really, I don't know. Obviously felt she just had to distance herself from Shapiro and Boring. And well, you're probably not wrong. That she would have to do that if she ever wants to work again.
Just real quick, it wasn't Leticia Wright that refused the Woman King. It was Lupita Nyong'o. But just wanted to sort of clarify.
I think that wasn't she offered a role there as well?
I don't know. Leticia Wright might have actually been in the Woman King, but Lupita Nyong'o is the person that you're referring to.
Well, maybe I got confused, but certainly. But that just the whole tax thing would have put her on a lot of shit lists.
Yeah, I agree. Literally just a small correction there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, excellent. There we go. We're going to shuffle on now from that